Namaste, viewers. Welcome to ST Money's Morning News, your weekday business news channel. It is Friday morning, October 4, 2024, and I'm your host, Sunil Thakker of Sunny Talks Money. Let's roll. The stock market highlights from Thursday, October 3, 2024. The Indian stock markets bled heavily on Thursday, October 3, as a fresh flare up in Iran Israel tensions soured Dalal Street sentiment. The escalating geopolitical tensions in the Middle East raised fears of a full fledged Iran Israel war. The market sentiment was further dampened by the recent regulatory changes introduced by SEBI for derivatives trading. The basic Sensex index today crashed 1,769 points or 2% to end at 82,497 levels. The Nifty 50, on the other hand, broke the 25,300 mark to close at 25,250, down 547 points or 2.12%, making investors poorer by rupees 9.6 trillion. Tata Motors, Axis Bank, L&T, Shriram Finance, and BPCL were the top losers on the Nifty 50, dropping 4 to 5%. Meanwhile, JSW Steel gained over 1%, standing as the index's only gainer. All 13 sectoral indices sank into the red, with the Nifty, Bank, Energy, and Auto leading the plunge, each dropping 2 to 3%. The Nifty Metal Index snapped an 8-session winning streak and fell 0.7%. Nifty Bank extended its losing streak to a fourth session, weighed down by a 2 to 4% drop in the heavyweights like HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, and Axis Bank. Bank Nifty closed the day's trading 2.01% lower at 51,860. The auto index also slumped, led by losses in Tata Motors, Maruti Suzuki, and Bajaj Auto. Meanwhile, in the broader indices, the Nifty Mid Cap Index dropped 2.2% and the Nifty Small Cap slid 1.9%. Crude sensitive stocks, paint, tire, and OMCs took a sharp hit as oil prices approached $75 per barrel yesterday in trading. Shares of Kansai, Nerolac, Berger Paints, and Asian Paints plunged 3 to 4%, while tire makers like Seat, JK Tires, Balkrishna Autos, and Apollo Tires saw declines of 3 to 5%. Shares of OMCs, including BPCL, HPCL, and Indian Oil, fell 4 to 6%. Adding to the market jitters, new rules introduced by Securities and Exchange Board of India (SEBI) for the F&O segment have raised concerns about lower trading volumes. With the increase in contract size and limits on weekly expiries, retail participation is expected to shrink, affecting overall market liquidity. Foreign investors, too, have been drawn away from Indian equities, finding better value in Chinese market after the People's Bank of China announced a stimulus package for its struggling economy. While attracting valuations in China, foreign institutional investors, FIIs, have redirected funds, adding to the pressure on Indian stocks. Despite these challenges, analysts believe the Indian markets may not experience prolonged losses. Meanwhile, volatility surged with the India VIX, the market's fear gauge spiking nearly 10% to 13.2, signaling heightened market anxiety. In the US overnight, all three major indexes ended lower. Markets have been volatile in recent days, with tensions ratcheting up between Israel and Iran. Oil prices jumped and stock indices faltered as investors weighed the risk of escalating conflict in the Middle East against signs that the US economy is ticking along. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 184 points to 42,011. The S&P lost 0.17% to 5,677, and the Nasdaq Composite eased 6 points to 17,918. Brent crude. The global oil benchmark has risen in volatile trading as traders assess how geopolitical events could affect supply. Brent crude is near $78 a barrel at 77.62 a barrel. Gold is rupees 76,280 per 10 grams. Now, for today's outlook for the Indian market. The index has erased gains from the past 2 weeks and is now trading below its 20-day mark. That's the daily exponential moving average. The RSI Relative Strength Index is currently trading near 40 and trending downwards, signaling strengthening bearish momentum. Additionally, the MACD moving average convergent divergence shows a negative crossover emerging from the overbought region, further reinforcing the likelihood of continued downside movement. The immediate support for Nifty 50 is at 25,070. A breach of this level could see the index decline towards 24,800. Upwards, the Nifty 50 is to face resistance at the 25,500 to 25,550 range. Stocks on radar today. Bajaj Finance, Aarti Drugs, Shilpa Medicare, CESC, Ola Electric, Diffusion Engineers, Bank of Baroda, Mahindra & Mahindra Financial Services, Avenue Supermarts, Scient DLM, Reflex Industries, Sundaram Clayton, Reliance Power, Canara Bank, and Unicom eSolutions will be in focus on October 4. That's today. What do you think the markets are going to do today? Let us know in the comment section. In the meantime, I'll see you on Monday morning. Have a festive weekend. Happy investing, stay inspired, and remember, it is all about money.